Hello and welcome. First impressions of Call of Cthulhu. Very excited. I've been waiting for this game quite a while. I am, for those who do not know on the channel, I'm a very big fan of the works of H.P. Lovecraft and much of the Cthulhu mythos. And boy, am I very excited here. I'm also nervous because the previous, this one's not related to those in any way as far as I know, but the other Cthulhu games have been a little rough. I like Dark Corners of the Earth, it's fun, but Enter Madness. Okay. Go. Oh, I like the, okay. Graphic settings. Brightness back down a little bit. The hard cut of the music is a little jarring. Game settings, subtitles on, detection on, crosshair off. Sound, yes. Perfect. Okay. Roll. Okay. Okay. Go. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, risk losing his license. Year is 1994. Okay. Enter Madness. I am mad. It is a mercy. May the gods pity the man whose callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Craft. I have seen all. Okay, we're just starting. Okay, we're in it. Oh boy. Okay. Right. We go back the way we came? No? All underwater now. You go through. Oh, we might have been able. Right. Fishing Hamlet, maybe? Huh? Got a, have a, okay. Excellent. Nothing we can do there. Okay. Seems like a thing we want to do, yeah? Okay. Have a lamp. Have some bolt cutters. Lamp, a lantern. Okay, I love the feel of this place. Okay, so is this going to be like an Innsmouth, Cadeth? Is this going to be like a Red Hook situation? Because, like, it feels very Innsmouth-y right now, but it's also, like, the dreamscape. Oh, man. I'm digging this atmosphere so much. Apparently he didn't like the whale. All the entrails. Oops. Okay. This is like perfect. This is just what I want.
You have been chosen.
Down L2 to run. Should I be running? Wait, can I strengthen the light? Is that what I'm doing there? Lean. Oh, crouch. I can put the torch away? Yep. Turn. Okay.
Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh boy. Okay.
I hate whiskey.
Reading of this information, can I get on it? Oh, I have a lighter.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader.
Alaska.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Dog calling me weeks after the investigation had been.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case. When you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do. Private detective who's got proof against you.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Boston hit by most severe blizzard in years. Snow paralyzing traffic. Evaded plows, waged battle with drifts. Wish there was like a zoom button with that. River. Boston. Mission. Turn that back.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
I'll answer that phone in a second. Doctor can well repeat to me I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay. But I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. They're different, unknown. Seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War, where he took part in the Meuse-Argonne offensive. He's one of the few survivors of the Lost Battalion, American units that suffered heavy losses from enemy and allied artillery fire. Forced to hold their position for several days, surrounded by the bodies of their fallen comrades without food or medical supplies, soldiers were considered as lost by their fellow countrymen. Pierce is traumatized by the events. He consumes sleeping pills and liquor to ward off the nightmares that haunt him. Currently, we are stable, confident in our abilities and our artesian mind. You conduct your investigation by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay, so nothing like super crazy there yet. Probably answer this phone though.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
Yep,
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay. This allows me to allocate my points. I can remove points. Investigation represents your investigative talents. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. Psychology represents your knowledge of human behavior. Improving this skill increases your chances of understanding the motivations of a person from his or her behavior. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Improving this skill increases your chance of finding hidden objects. An undescribed object will not appear in-game. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Increases your chance of convincing or manipulating during discussions. Strength. Improving this skill increases your chance of forcing doors or mechanisms, using violence, physical or verbal, during interactive discussions. Medicine represents your medical knowledge. The skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug, making a diagnosis, or expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Occultism. Improving the skill increases your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, expressing your knowledge of them. I'm gonna get that. Get that. Put one more in psychology. Actually put 2 in occult. Eloquence seems important. Put 1 in medicine. 2 in medicine. Let's put the last one. Let's take 1 away from one of these. Put it in spot hidden. So 3 in spot. Our occultism is now at level 2. Alright, that seems good. Do it. Yep.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
I wanted to look around a little bit more on the desk, but I guess I should have realized that answering that phone would be the thing that...
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in
Oh,
high
I just
esteem.
saw what was on that photo.
But I must
Or
say
that
that I expected
art.
anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes, everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
Okay.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Oh.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
We also have information in the notebook. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. They're different. A strange picture painted by Sarah Hawkins a short while before her tragic death was sent to her father just after the artist died. He's convinced that she is the sender. Brought me the painting so that I can examine it.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
It's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address, Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident. They nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' frailty. Why? Article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the Isle of Darkwater. Live a reclusive life there with their only son, Simon. Okay. Look at this.
What's this symbol on the man's chest?
Nope.
It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Oh boy. We unlocked this answer.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband
Not
was
right
a big
with this.
deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Where
Darkwater?
does she live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
All the information I
I'm
need.
beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth
I
regarding
like Pierce
Sarah
so far.
Hawkins' death.
I like him as a character for
You will
sure.
be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
No, take the painting with you though. Don't leave me with that
Something's
thing.
queer, but it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Darkwater is off the coast
Here we
of
go.
Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
The romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Antic creature still ornates the wall of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or a dream ghost? Who knows? But today, inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story. Small land.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Did that actually like give me more progression because I found that? Yeah, it did. Cool. 50. So yeah, we're gonna play a little bit more of this and then we're gonna call it, but I am super down for
Lost
this.
Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
Right, I guess we just leave for Blackwater. Take our hat. Report. Pierce took the Hawkins case. Cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. The only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. Shipping label and address. Warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. Place seems to be the starting point. Pierce's mission. Yeah, this is feeling very Innsmouth-y. There we go. Loading screen was a bit long. Graphics in these cutscenes are a little murky. Graphics in the game are a little murky. But I honestly think that kind of sells the grimy look that the game already has even more.
Who's there?
James Fitzroy. Okay. Oh boy. Call of Cthulhu. Scylla. I'm hoping for a lot of not obvious references, you know? Like, they don't have to say Innsmouth here. But you can see, like, a newspaper that says, mentions Dunwich, or Miskatonic, you know, or Arkham.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Right?
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
This place is perfect.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood.
Okay.
I'm going for a look around the docks.
Take a look here. Approached to Darkwater, I saw thick clouds masking the sky. They were so low they seemed intent on impaling themselves on sharp reefs that circle the island. Fitzroy, the captain of the only tub that manages to float to the mainland, offered to help me. They have documents that belong to Charles Hawkins. Fishermen have gathered around the carcass of their whale. Have a look and see what the local cops have to tell me. Okay. Now.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
See how old this thing is. If we force it too much,
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Not
you can't
important.
understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
What do you have to
There's
say?
something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
Bones here.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Ruined ship up there too, and nobody's done anything about it. But these guys over here.
You can pick up the pieces. Come on, you bastard. You'll see
There's
what
nothing
a
for
truth
you
is.
here
What happened
either.
with your head there?
Pretext.
You hear that? You bilge rats don't scare me.
Why does it feel like everybody's
Prohibition
watching
is
me?
just a joke around here. That suits me.
Except for those guys. Okay.
Hey, be careful.
Huh. All right, Pierce.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Wentz. Back. Go
You
eloquent.
saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
All right.
Anything else?
Tell me about Darkwater.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
You guys are having fun at least.
Nightmares.
Algernon Drake.
Can hear things and voices whisper.
What is that symbol on the back of your
They
hand?
follow its reader and appear at various locations.
Oh boy, okay.
Gifted with its own consciousness. Until it finds a new reader.
That'd be the elder sign.
Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all.
It's the elder sign.
Pure knowledge.
Like the beginnings of it. It's not the full version of it, but like it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, it's the eye from the middle of it. Oh boy. Okay.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Giving up hope, the crew of the Scylla, what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed into the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. They were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. A size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The station that is already being called the Miraculous Catch covered the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. No doubt the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves into the famine from which part of the island was. Huh.
Voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
Talk to this.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Fair. Give you that. That's fair. Go talk to Captain Fitch.
She will do it again, you know. Oh. The girl doctor. Colden. She won't stop asking.
Not that again. She will get us into trouble.
I know.
I can already tell this is a game that I'm gonna wind up just like being completely quiet, just taking everything in, listening for every bit of information. But I'm also feeling like it's gonna wind up being a very Innsmouth-y kind of thing, where the price for getting such a gigantic whale to bring back for a catch was the committing themselves over
Broken.
dark,
This place seems half abandoned.
making a deal.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman.
Terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. Because in Innsmouth, they had made a deal with the deep things. Lived in Roulier. And it even, like, bred with them.
Could do with some rust remover.
To be able to
This blackboard hasn't been used.
get the treasure they needed.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Edison. Oh boy. Glad Fitzroy doesn't mind me just wandering around his house. I guess it's not his house.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Because they're the same.
What a macabre souvenir.
Leg. Need any more? Okay. Water Island, Riverside Asylum, Riverside Hospital, Elder's Word, Courthouse, Hawkins Mansion, Harbor, Cry Harbor, Wickwood School, White Peak, Cemetery, Darkwater Old. I've expected it to be right behind me when I turned around. Right. We'll go talk to Fitzroy, then we'll call this today. Because I honestly forgot I was recording. I'm just enjoying this game. Real good. Probably.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Okay. Table next to me. This table.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Who would want this information to be? Green lighting is just what I wanted.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
Okay.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh,
Harbor
I
master,
wouldn't
right?
go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Yep.
I know that Charles Hawkins was
Yep.
descended from a family of ship owners.
They all made a
and
deal.
the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Why wouldn't the officer tell me that? then?
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Belonged to the
It
Hawkins.
belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Not really.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
Huh.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Alright, well, I guess that's all the information we're getting.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Kind of want to go see the warehouse before we stop it too. Like, I can't help myself. This is too good. I like it a lot so far. Have 2 CP. Hold on to those. Thought they moved the whale we can get across.
That's no way to treat an omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand.
You guys moved too.
Where do you think you're going?
Andrews?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
How
what do
dangerous?
you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Okay.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. I need to get into this warehouse. Not me. I'm trying to get in. Need you two to move.
Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Kat, she's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make 2 men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Get Cat to allow us in. Or we could try and sneak in.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath.
All the information. Okay. We will come back to this another time, maybe, or we will stream it, one of the two. But I'm definitely going to play this game.
You live
myself.
here?
Say one of the
Why
two.
did you do that?
I'm definitely going to.
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
What?
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those 2 bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Dark Water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business.
Yep.
What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
I like that it seems like there's multiple options here.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
I gotta get these guys to distract them, or I get Cat to give me the approval to get in. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play more of this game, but until next time, I've been Trey, in the Full Spectrum, and remember to always enjoy the Full Spectrum. Call of Cthulhu has to offer.